This video is concerning consumer awareness. It's important for consumers to be aware whenever they need to get any type of certification and notarization completed, the do's and don'ts. Now, Imani Lee's been around for 10 years, and in that 10 years we've seen a lot of poor certifications and notarization jobs, which have caused people to miss trips. We've seen marriages delayed, and we've seen spouses unable to enter the country because of poor certification and notarization. So if you look at the do's and don'ts of certification and notarization, I'm going to go through each of these because I think it's very important for you as a consumer to understand that you do need to use a professional translation services company. Now, when you get a certification, on the front page of the certification, you need to have the company's letterhead that you've chosen, that translation services company letterhead. You also need to make sure at the bottom of that same first certification page that you also have the signature and the title of the officer of the company who's actually signing off, validating that that certification is a certified certification of that translation services company. Now, when dealing with certification, the actual translation needs to be a word-for-word translation of the original legal document. You don't need any run-ons, you don't need any added data, just a word-for-word translation. Those three are a must. The fourth item is also a must, that the translation must be prepared from either the original document or a photocopy of the original. Now, you can take the document, scan it, and mail it to your translation services provider. That's still considered a photocopy document. So those are the four musts. The next three things are things you should request from the translation services company. The first thing, in many cases we've seen a translated document look nothing like the original. You may have a 3-page original and a 1-page translated document. That's not what you want. What you want is a document that has the same format, look, and feel as the original, and you need to request that from the translation services company. The next thing you should request is if there are emblems, signatures, seals, and stamps included in the original, make sure those are also included in your translated document. Also request that the English version and the original document are both included in the certification and notarization process. So the document you get back will clearly be probably at least 2 to 2.5 times as large as the document you submitted. So request those three things. If the translation services company is not willing to provide you with those three requests, I would recommend you find another and a better translation services company. You can do this through the American Translators Association. They have a lot of member corporations out there. Some of the don'ts that you need to be aware of. If you have a Spanish document and you speak Spanish and you decide you want to translate that document and take it to an organization to certify and notarize, that organization should not do that. It's not appropriate for the applicant to actually translate their own document. That must be done by the translation services company that's doing the certification and the notarization process. The other thing that cannot be done is you can't take a portion of a document and say, well, only take that piece and notarize and certify that component. It doesn't work that way. The entire document must be translated, certified, and notarized. So I think the bottom line of the important message to you as a consumer of certification and notarization services is don't waste your time working with a company that's unproven and not professional around certification and translation services. Now, just quickly, I want to touch upon your provider of this consumer awareness announcement, Imani Lee. We do a variety of certification and notarization services. I'm not going to walk through all the details of it, but all the do's that I mentioned on that first page, those are the things that Imani Lee does to make sure that there are no questions around the final document as you go to present this to either the military or a consulate or a university. You want to make sure that you've invested your money wisely, invested your time wisely, and actually have a product and service that you can use. So Imani Lee is a corporate member in good standing of the American Translators Association. So call us so we can provide our proven certification and notarization services to you. You can reach us at 858-523-9733, and you can also find us on the website at www.imanilee.com. Thank you and have a great day.